time for the one and the only show. It's the Luke Howard Show live. Well, thank you very much. Morning, good morning. It's Thursday, the 3rd of September. It's just gone 10 o'clock. 10:05 it is. 10:05 a.m. It's still just gone 10 o'clock, but it's 5 past 10. Started a bit later today. Hope everyone is well. It is the 3rd of September. Lots of kids go back to school once again today. So after, of course, the COVID-19, of course, is their first day back. So I don't know, a lot of schools go back today, and then lots of them go back Monday, and then I go back Tuesday to my college. So, but I know a lot of schools do go back today. So if a lot of schools are going back today, if you're new starting school, if you're new starting it, good luck, and I hope it all goes very, very well. It is, of course, the 3rd of September. Autumn is here, of course. Well, it was officially here 3 days ago. So, coming up on the show today, we are going to talk about lots of things. Well, we're going to be talking about coronavirus, obviously, because people have been sent long distances for COVID tests. And then we're also going to be talking about Amazon. It's going to create 7,000 UK jobs. So we're going to talk, I think we'll start by talking about Amazon, and then we'll talk about the COVID-19 stories after we've spoken about the coronavirus, after we've spoken about the Amazon. And of course today is Welsh Rarebait Day, so because I work in a cheese shop, I thought to myself, well, why not talk about Welsh Rarebait, which looks absolutely divine, and I've had it a few times, and Welsh Rarebait is very, very nice. So if you are having Welsh Rarebait for lunch today, have it today, because today is Welsh Rarebait Day, so we'll talk about that a little bit about that on the show later on. So let's talk about Amazon now, because it is to create 7,000 UK jobs. So online retail giant Amazon has said it will create a further 7,000 jobs in the UK this year. But first of all, I must say how you can get in touch with the show today. It's 07593 847 105 is, of course, the number to get in touch with the show today. If you are going to get in touch with there, I would suggest start with the word talk and your name or where you're from. Or you can call that number 07593 847 105. Or you can find me on Instagram. It's at the Luke Howard fan page. Not at, it's just the Luke Howard fan page. Just put the Luke Howard fan page in on Instagram, and then you shall find me. You shall find the one and the only Luke Howard on Instagram. So, yeah. Or you can email us. It's GaryJHoward68@hotmail.com. Or there's my email as well, which is 345457@student.hrsc.ac.uk. But I am having very much difficulty at the moment trying to access my emails. So please, if you are trying to get hold of me via my emails, I'm not being rude by not replying. It's just because I'm having a lot of trouble with what's going on with my emails at the moment. But I will get back to them next week, so I will be able to reply next Saturday to any of your emails on next Saturday's show. So let's go back then to. There's also hashtag Luke Howard, hashtag Luke Howard Show, and hashtag Listen to the Luke Howard Show. And you can also leave a message below, and I shall be very happy to get back to you and give you a mention on Britain's Best Radio Show. So Amazon has said that 3,000 roles had already been added to for this year, and so by the end of 2020, it will have created 10,000 new jobs. It will take its total payment UK workforce to more than 40,000. Amazon says the jobs will be permanent and to pay a minimum of £9.50 an hour. If it is also recruiting 20,000 seasonal UK posts for the festive period. The company has faced criticism in the past from unicorns over the way it does treat staff and health and safety. But at the centre of the job creation programme are 3 new state-of-the-art fulfilment centres in Darlington. This is in Durham, and Durham, and the Sutton in Ashfield, is what I was going to say, because Durham's in Norfolk, but this is Durham up north, and of course in Nottinghamshire as well. And they're also saying that the construction of these new fulfilment centres have begun last year, and now Darlington has started operations in May, and sites in Durham and Sutton in Ashfield will launch later this autumn. And that is the story about Amazon, which is going to be creating 7,000 new UK jobs. So let's talk about people now who have been sent home from long distances for COVID tests. Now, basically, lots of people have been tested for COVID-19, and they're all being sent home because they can't keep them in work if they've got COVID-19. Of course they can't. But prioritizing coronavirus testing in high-risk areas has led to shortages in the other places. This is leading to some people with symptoms being asked to drive more than 100 miles for a swab. The government says that areas with fewer COVID-19 cases have had their testing capability reduced to cope with outbreaks elsewhere. Now, public health experts, what do they know, have warned that it could miss the start of new spikes. Now, meanwhile, 500 million funds after trial, a 20-minute Salavia that test has been unveiled. Now, Health Secretary Matt Hancock has told a news programme that they'll try, that they've had to put a huge amount of testing into the areas of outbreak where the number of cases are much higher. If people need a test, then the vast majority can get it quicker and close to home. But when those who are testing centres are full, then obviously people are offered a test at the nearest place where one is available. Matt Hancock did say, though, that there were optional challenges, adding that the trial of new rapid tests could solve this problem. Now, groups of people are including staff and students at the University of Southampton and 4 schools in the Hampshire city will take part in the study, but there will also be a trial in Salford, of the benefits of the repeatedly testing and the population, which, if successful, could be used to remove some social distancing measures. Now, the short of a vaccine is the best chance that we all have of reducing social distancing while controlling the virus, especially with winter coming and all the challenges of those bring. The Health Secretary has told another radio programme as well. And of course, the postcode lottery, as a postcode search of government's coronaviruses, has tested booking services with age. People, though, with symptoms living in London are being directed between 50 and 135 miles away, including to testing sites in Cardiff and the Isle of Wight. A postcode in Devon was directed to a testing centre 109 miles away in the Carmarthen. Now, one in Worthing was directed 40 miles away, and one in Cumbria was sent 50 miles away to Dumfries. In Sheffield on Wednesday, meaning the closest available testing centre was 20 miles away. But these distances are the ones that are given on the government website, but they do appear to have been calculated as the Crow files, rather than being in a true reflection of how long it would take to drive. And for example, the Devon to Carmarthen route was actually a 206-mile drive according to Google Maps. Dr. Zoe Norris, a GP in Yorkshire, said that such journeys would be a huge undertaking for those with coronavirus symptoms, which include a fever and persistent cough. It's certainly got patients who would not manage to drive those distances. And the national testing capability has not reduced, but it's already being outstripped by rising accreditations for tests. The Department of Health and Social Care has responded by rationing testing slots. It is proposing areas with more current coronavirus cases are making fewer tests available in areas with lower prevalence. But Dr. Stephen Baker at the University of Cambridge, who has been contacting testing for the area's hospital staff, he said that there was a pragmatic move from the government to focus resources where they are most needed. Yes, are most needed. But the strategy could become a problem if more cases developed outside the current areas of concern. Now, they're also saying, how does the testing system work? You can order a test online at gov.uk. I don't go online, so I don't really know anything about that, or you can call 119. You can book for a testing centre or order a home testing kit which should arrive by the post the following day. You can wipe the swab around the back of your throat and then insert the same swab about 2.5 centimetres up one nostril and rotate. The seal swab in plastic envelope provided and post with your details in the prepaid packet. Labelled results can take 24 to 48 hours, and new tests could also give results in 90 minutes. but these won't be home tests. The results are sent via text and email as you have the virus and you must self-isolate. And there is no virus detectable and it's all unclear. And you can also get another test as well. People with symptoms and essential workers can still apply for home kits, although these do take longer to return a result. It has also been taken longer for people who do go to a drive-through testing centre to receive their results. NHS test and trace figures show in the week of the 13th to the 19th of August 41% of and in-person tests at mobile testing units do drive-through centres, which do give results within 24 hours. That's down from 61% the week before. But for all routes which are combined, including home kits, 20% of tests and results due back within 24 hours compared with 29% of the week before. Now, regular mass testing of people without symptoms is seen by ministers as the best passport for further easing of lockdown restrictions until a vaccine is developed. Simple kits with the rapid results do use weekly and can give accessories to people that don't have coronavirus. That's what the new funding for trials and pilot schemes are all about. But that's a long-term goal, isn't it, really? The reality right now, though, is a case of shortages and long-distance drives for some people needing tests. Demand does seem to be outstripping supply even after a big expansion in testing sites and laboratories. The Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, has acknowledged there are optional challenges. Public health experts, what do they know, have warned that the issues do need there urgently and to ensure that local outbreaks can be properly monitored and tackled as winter approaches. Paul Hunter, though, is a public health expert, okay? He is also a professor of medicine at the University of East Anglia, which is where I am. He said that these issues could be an act as a big distinctive to being tested and result in missing local increases early enough to maybe stop more widespread infection. DHSC spokesperson said that there is a high demand for tests and the laboratories continue to turn test results around as quickly as possible. To make sure that they can stay in control of these viruses, they are targeting the testing capability of the areas that need it most, including those who are there as in an outbreak, as well as prioritizing at-risk groups. But the virtual Professor Nicola Stonehouse at the University of Leeds has said that although cases are low, and we need to remember that the pandemic has started from a single case, and that only a small number of people entering the UK are mainly from Italy, and are resulted in a large number of cases earlier this year. Even in areas though with low prevalence at the moment, resulting in a significant rise in cases is a real risk. They said that people do return from travelling over the summer and schools have also reopened, because they have reopened today, the 3rd, today, and then I think some go back tomorrow, which is a funny day to go back Friday, but a lot of them go back Monday, Tuesday. I don't know, anyway. But the government has pledged to increase the case rate of 500,000 tests a day by the end of October, because it could be a second peak that could be coming back. I think it could be. I mean, don't you think? I mean, it could be a second peak. I mean, we don't really know. I mean, is there going to be a second peak? I mean, there will be. I'm sure there will be a second peak, and I'm sure it will. Everyone's saying to everyone I've spoke to about this story, okay, everyone I've spoke to over the last few days, I've said to me, there is going to be a second peak in October. There is going to be a second one. We all know that. We all know there's going to be a second peak. Everyone's been saying that. But we'll soon find out. October will come round, November will come round, then Christmas, and then January, of course, then there will definitely be one. I know 100% sure there will be a second peak. Because it's a winter thing as well. Viruses are winter things. And we all know that anyway. The DHSC, though, has stressed, and booking slots were added in the evening for morning appointments and in the morning for afternoon appointments, so more local slots might become available through the day. The website cites the services is currently very busy. If you are unable to book a test now, or the location and time is not convenient for you, you can try again in a few hours. And it's also with more tests that can be available. If no tests are available online, then you can call helplines to get a test. You will not, though, be able to get a test through the helpline. Okay, we will leave that story there. But if you are going to an airport today, or if you are going anywhere, like if it's in a big open place, please find somewhere to get a test. Don't just drive 350 miles up the road like what's his name did. But go up the road. Just if there's a testing centre near you, just go there. Go to a testing centre and get a test for COVID-19. You need to get it. We haven't spoken about the test yet, I don't think, but you need to get it done. If you are going to get tested, then get a test, because it is possible. You have to get a test. I mean, I haven't had a test. My mum, when she was in hospital the other week, she got tested 3 times and she was all negative. So that must mean that I'm negative as well. That's what it must mean.